You know, every once in a while I stumble across a song that's so good I feel compelled to talk about it in depth. This track is simply leagues beyond any other mainstream release in 2024, probably because it's outside the realm of what most might consider K-pop, yet it's worth highlighting nonetheless. Meet singer-songwriter Lee Sung-yoon, who has been active for more than a decade, yet didn't quite rise to prominence until 2021. That year he finished first on the JTBC program Sing Again, a show that gave its contestants another chance at success in the industry. Sung-yoon seized the opportunity and came out on top, rightfully so on account of his immense talent. Whether it be writing, composing, or arranging, this guy can do it all, and he puts that musical prowess on full display in his latest album, Yeok-song. One of the lead singles on the record is Waterfall, a cinematic alt-rock salvo that happens to be the subject of this video. I first heard this song soon after it came out, and while I remember being impressed straight away, it took a recent revisiting for its monumental impact to dawn on me fully, and I want to share my long overdue thoughts on it with you guys. Now, what makes Waterfall so great? Well, for starters, the song is 6 minutes long, meaning you could fit about 3 islet tracks into that runtime. Despite the extensive duration, it does not feel overstuffed or monotonous, and the excellent arrangement ensures that not a second goes to waste. The introduction is drawn out and the vocals don't appear until more than a minute in, which just feels like a middle finger to much of the hasty, bite-sized, showreel content of today. The song begins with what can best be described as a harmonious cacophony, as the screeching noise of speaker feedback pierces through the silence and gives way to the instrumentation. We see Sung-yoon suspended in a body of water, gracefully ascending to the surface, a powerful image to accompany the stirring introduction. Immediately, the tune is given a sort of rough, unfinished quality, but those discordant sounds are very much part of the performance. Sung-yoon can be seen here scraping his guitar against the microphone stand, creating an eerie and slightly grating undertone, almost like something that echoes in the deepest parts of the ocean. All the while the band has been working their magic, and the instrumental continues to swell and swell as we're presented with various shots of people going about their everyday lives. The percussion keeps on revving up until eventually reaching its breaking point, and Sung-yoon's emotive voice enters the fray with the force of a breaching whale. The melody is unique and captivating, gliding effortlessly as it takes you along for the ride. It forms in a gentle stream and leads into a roaring rapid and eventually a sheer drop. Too many K-pop songs nowadays feel like disparate segments forced together, with no thought given to creating smooth transitions between them. Waterfall is comprised of distinct sections, but they flow together seamlessly, shifting rhythm from verse to pre-chorus while keeping the track's core momentum intact. Sung-yoon's performance is equal parts combative and cathartic, as he attacks his lines with just the right amount of grit. In the chorus, he cries out defiantly, "Enough regrets, I'm born anew, I defy the flow." With this bold and satisfying payoff, one might believe that the song has already peaked in intensity, but the masterful build makes it so the track is on a constant upward trajectory. We then plunge into an instrumental interlude where the strings take center stage, and it is magnificent. It's like we have been caught in the midst of a raging storm, complete with rain and lightning effects, seemingly unleashing nature's fury in sonic form. The second verse is much like the first, amping up the energy and surging into another climax. The chorus culminates with the only English lyric, "Here and now, shoot a fountain into the sky," as the vocals appropriately stretch into the heavens. With one wave hitting after another, Waterfall stops for no one, as we launch into the thunderous bridge that's followed by an electrifying guitar solo. I usually like to enjoy songs in isolation, where the visual elements only help to enhance the experience, and this stunning music video does just that. I cannot think of imagery more perfect to go with this vigorous symphony than flashing lights and torrential downpour. It is worth noting, however, that with such a theatrical and evocative arrangement, one can easily imagine the scene unfolding before their eyes. You can practically see the music, and that's what turns Waterfall from a mere listening session into a full-fledged auditory journey. The name of the album, Yeokseong, is a Korean term rarely used in daily life, and is more common in describing rebellions, typically evoking the image of resisting something massive. Seunghyun vividly expresses those feelings of resilience and opposition in his lyrics, weaving a tapestry of emotions that capture the struggle of staying afloat in this upstream battle we call life. Most K-pop releases today feel overly clean and precise, having been shaved off all their edges and optimized for mass appeal. And while Waterfall does not sound cheap at all, there also isn't a hint of commercialization. What we see is someone who poured his blood and sweat into making a song, where the principal concern was not to sell records, but to tell a story of beauty and introspection. Even if you don't understand a single word, it isn't hard to get swept away in the unbelievably immersive soundscape. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the mark of true art. Hey there, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit like and subscribe to the channel for more great content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.